This is TTS Daily and this is Yi. This is happening right now in Los Angeles, California. 4 major wildfires have started since January 8, 2025. There are 4 major wildfires burning across Los Angeles County: the Palisades Fire, Eaton Fire, Hearst Fire, and the Woodley Fire. The Palisades Fire has grown dramatically, now covering over 15,800 acres, while the Eaton Fire has consumed over 10,000 acres. None of these fires are contained at the moment. Yes, what you're seeing right now, this is happening in real time. This is not a movie scene, even though it does look like a scene from an apocalyptic movie. Mandatory evacuations are in place for several areas. The Palisades Fire has led to about 30,000 residents being under evacuation orders, with over 13,000 structures threatened. The Eaton Fire has prompted over 50,000 evacuation orders. At least 2 fatalities have been reported due to these wildfires. Over 1,100 structures have been destroyed, including homes, businesses, and other buildings. The fires are excavated by Santa Ana winds with gusts up to 100 miles per hour in some areas, contributing to the rapid spread of these fires. Firefighters are facing challenging conditions due to the wind, and resources are being stretched. Public shelters are open for evacuees, and there's an ongoing call for off-duty LAFD members to access. Our thoughts and prayers to everyone affected by these fires. We're in Malaysia JB, Johor Bahru right now, where on January 8, 2025, a man was eating lunch with his friends when 3 shots were fired, resulting in the man being fatally pew-pew. The shooting occurred at Taman Setia Indah, Johor Bahru around lunchtime at approximately 11:30 am on Jalan Setia 32. An anonymous workshop worker heard 3 loud explosions, which is actually the pew-pew, and saw a motorcycle sped off. They then observed a man lying motionless in front of the restaurant. Johor Bahru South Police Chief confirmed the incident after receiving a distress call around noon. Police are actively investigating to identify the culprits and the motive behind the pew-pew. We're in Singapore right now. I have to say first, trigger warning, huge trigger warning. So a 22-year-old man has just been sentenced to over 2 years in jail for inappropriate conduct with 2 boys, aged 8 and 11 during the time of offense. The man was 20 years old during the time of offense, okay? He confessed to charges involving harmful behavior towards children and possessing inappropriate videos. He has 2 victims, the first boy, 11 years old during time of offense, the second boy, 8 years old during time of offense. The man first approached his first victim at the communal area at the housing block in December 2022. The boy initially ignored the man, but the man persisted and continued his efforts on a second encounter, following the boy for a short distance and even calling him adorable. This persistence led to the boy visiting the man's home about 7 or 8 times at his invitation, okay? During these visits, the man engaged in improper conduct with the boy, okay? That's all I will say to here, okay? Inappropriate conduct, indecent acts were involved, okay? The second victim, a young boy, 8 years old. The man met his second victim on April 3rd, 2023. He invited the 8-year-old boy to his home. Court documents did not specify the nature of their initial interaction, but this invitation to his home includes improper conduct, inappropriate behavior, improper touch, indecent act that took place, okay? He even asked the boy to pose and blow a kiss to the camera, which this video evidence has been recovered, okay, that the man kept for his own gratification. This horrifying relationship came to light when a neighbor saw the man hugging the first boy in the common area of their block, leading to the neighbor informing the boy's mother, okay. The mother then reported this case to the police on May 24, 2023. It is only further investigations from the first report that we found that he has a relationship with the second boy. The prosecution argued for a significant sentence due to the vulnerability of the victims and the planned nature of the acts. The prosecution proposed a 38.5 months jail for the man, while the defense sought probation, emphasizing the man's family support and his steps towards rehabilitation. The judge then gave a sentence shorter than the prosecution's request, citing the man's age at the time of the offense and lack of substantial evidence of rehabilitation. So the judge finally sentenced the man to 2 years and 8 months jail on Monday, January 6, 2025. Take care of our children, everyone. We have to take care of all the children. It is our responsibility as parents to know who are they playing with, who are they communicating with. It is our responsibility to protect our children. There are really sick and demented and evil people out there in the world targeting children. It is our duty to protect all the children. We're back in Singapore right now, where there is this story of a 82-year-old elderly woman who was assaulted by her neighbor. So trigger warning for everyone out there, especially all of us who have elderly at home. So this 82-year-old woman was assaulted by her neighbor in the lift of Block 62 Circuit Road, MacPherson on January 5, 2025 around 12:30 p.m. The granny noticed her neighbor outside her home. She felt uneasy and tried to avoid him by making a U-turn and going back into the lift. The neighbor, a 28-year-old man with special needs, chased and assaulted her inside the elevator. The granny was kicked in the chest, she fell and hit her head. She shouted for help, but no one intervened. Just to make note that the elderly are very fragile, they need to be taken care of, and any fall to an elderly could easily be fatal because of how, their bones are more brittle, okay? CCTV captured the chase and assault. The granny escaped to the first floor where other residents called for help. She was hospitalized, experiencing vomiting, palpitations, and was kept under observation. The attacker, the neighbor, has autism and reacts strongly when neighbors don't respond back by greeting him back, you see. He had previously assaulted the woman's daughter in September and was known for causing disturbances. The daughter had reported the neighbor to the police several times before, but he was released after hospital observation each time. Other neighbors have also reported issues with this man to the police. The special needs man's mother apologized for her son's behavior. Mentioning his condition makes him sensitive to social interactions. She aims to take better care of him and hope for more neighborly interaction. I just want to say that special needs individuals need a lot of care, and this family needs help taking care of their special needs family member. So I hope people reach out and help to take care of their needs because they need help, obviously. The police were called to the scene and the man was apprehended under the Mental Health Act. He is under investigation for causing hurt. Last story of the day, we have another shocking assault to talk about. So another trigger warning, this time happening in Admiralty Secondary School on January 7, 2025. A 12-year-old Secondary 1 student was assaulted by a classmate on Jan 7, resulting in a deep cut on the back of his head. The injury, as you can see from this picture here, is described as a 4 to 5 cm long and 7 mm to 8 mm deep cut. Initially, the school informed the family that it was a minor cut, but upon reaching the hospital, the severity was clear, yes. And the object used to cause this will surprise you. The victim, the boy, claimed he was repeatedly hit on the head with a metal water bottle by a classmate after being pushed into him. So someone pushed the victim knocked into the classmate, and the classmate started assaulting him with a supposedly metal water bottle, striking him repeatedly on the back of his head. However, the school has come out and clarified that the bottle was plastic and not metal, which is just as shocking if you were to see how deep the cut goes using a plastic water bottle. And strikes to the back of the head, irregardless of the material used of the object, can be fatal, can cause permanent head damage. This could have ended really badly. That's why I always emphasize the fact we need to protect our children. This behavior shouldn't even have happened. The school provided first aid, called an ambulance, and the boy was taken to the hospital. His uniform was stained due to the bleeding, which continued until at least 9 p.m. when the family visited him. The boy was discharged without needing stitches. Instead, an adhesive was used to seal the wound to prevent scarring. The boy's uncle, Mr. Goh, shared the incident on social media, calling for justice. They filed a police report and are considering transferring the boy to another school due to the emotional impact on him. I do not blame the family at all if they want to move the boy to another school. The school confirmed the incident, stated they are investigating and have suspended the alleged assailant, and are in communication with the boy's parents. They emphasize their stance against violence and are assisting with the police investigation. The school is monitoring the well-being of the injured student and has consulted the student involved with disciplinary actions pending. It's really shocking. Shocking.